And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
46, 46.
Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly 10 yards as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They run it here. Where? And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know. We're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He dumps it off to Barkley. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
29. What's up?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6:37. But 5-man box. What's up?
Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Low, low, low. Down. 180.
Shotgun now for Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And it's taken in at the 9. Whoosh. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Here we go. 180.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 46.
2nd down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
47. Here we go. 180. Here we go. 46. Switch and 8. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
26.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. There he goes, right side. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Spinning past him. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Prescott now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. We're going to 54. Why?
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And that goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Done.
To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
There you go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
There you go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
There you go.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now on 1st down. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Completes it to Hearns. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694.
Throwing again. Carr. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Gun.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That is right. Go. Get set.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Express. Rush it. He's checking. Crash. 29.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Monday down. 7:34. What's up? 29.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 4-8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 180.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Prescott now on 2nd down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a give to Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Dak Prescott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
93.
On first down, Carr. He's going to sling this deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game, and if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Gun.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's Barkley on the counter. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a handoff looking right, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Down. 24.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get set. You're wide, A.
Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
7:34.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
3 down.
Throwing here, Prescott. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the